In the darkest years of the Great Depression, a new horror haunted the city of Cleveland. Down in the grim industrial valley known as Kingsbury Run, a desperate place of shantytowns and murky creeks, a predator began his work. They would call him the Mad Butcher. Between 1935 and 1938, a trail of human carnage left the city breathless with fear. This was not a simple murderer. The victims, often transients whose names were lost to the wind, were found in pieces. At least 12 men and women were taken by this phantom. Their bodies were dismembered with the shocking precision of a surgeon, their heads always severed. This expert butcher left few clues, and the victims' identities were nearly impossible to confirm. The killer was audacious, a ghost in the city's machine. One victim, known only as the Tattooed Man, had his head discovered wrapped in his own trousers. The police, desperate for a lead, even displayed a plaster cast of his head at a public exposition, hoping someone among the thousands of attendees might recognize him. No one ever did. The city's famed safety director, Eliot Ness, the man who took down Al Capone, was tasked with stopping the slaughter. But the butcher was more elusive than any gangster. The investigation was a frustrating maze of dead ends. The killer seemed to take pleasure in the terror he created, even placing the remains of 2 victims in plain view of City Hall. Then, after years of terror and a dozen brutalized bodies, Eliot Ness made a desperate move. He ordered the shantytowns of Kingsbury Run to be torched, cleansing the area with fire and scattering its inhabitants. And, just as mysteriously as they began, the murders stopped. The Mad Butcher was never caught, his identity a secret he took to his grave. He remains one of history's most terrifying and intelligent monsters, a faceless killer who turned the city's forgotten people into a gruesome puzzle that was never solved.